Alright, so it's only fitting that this type of news will start to drop, especially since we're super close to the release of the next gen consoles. I'm getting confirmation, I'm not gonna say who, but I got some confirmation yesterday that E3 is gonna be hella big this year. It's gonna be a lot of stuff that we gotta look forward to, so I'm definitely hyped for that. This is definitely some cool stuff that's definitely well, basically the light's being shed onto, but we'll get into that when we get there. Anyway, so PlayStation 5, if you guys are new to this channel, if you have not necessarily been following everything that we covered on the channel, believe it or not, this particular information that just was revealed, it's something we've already talked about. We broke this down on RGT podcast numerous times, and they even confirmed, courtesy of a few outlets, saying that this is going to be the biggest leap in computing technology when it comes to PlayStation 5. So PlayStation 5 is going to be quite a beast when it comes to just that alone. That processor alone is going to be a huge leap over what we have with the base PlayStation 4 and, of course, the PlayStation 4 Pro. PlayStation 4 Pro and the base PS4, for what they've managed to achieve with these games, is quite amazing. You can't really argue that. I mean, look, games like Until Dawn, Bloodborne, Uncharted 4, all these games look absolutely amazing on PlayStation 4 and of course Pro. But with the type of computing power that we're going to be getting now going into next gen, we're definitely going to have a lot more options, I can definitely say, especially from what I'm looking at now. Now, one thing I've been talking about too is the whole GPU, and of course ray tracing has been a thing. For those of you that do not know anything about ray tracing has not necessarily been perfected yet. And what I mean by that, a lot of developers who are using it, don't get me wrong, they're getting some insane results. But the thing about ray tracing, it butchers performance. From what I'm looking at with PlayStation 5, something tells me we probably might have a choice in this matter where we don't have to necessarily worry about pushing the crazy fidelity. We might have an option to actually go for 60 and above. So if that's the case, we're going to be fine, I think, but you're definitely still going to get those pretty visuals, like I said before, and of course the refinements. And according to this information right here, let's just definitely get into it because this is pretty massive. The information here is pretty much, guys, this is pretty much going to be confirmation from everything we've been talking about on the channel. Now, you guys already know we've been pretty damn consistent here on the channel, especially the RGT, as well as the Gamer Couch podcast, and of course my homie Fossey Games UK. He's been on point as well. Everybody just added their own pieces to this puzzle, and it all came together, and everybody really just got everything was on point. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Craig as well. Everybody was adding their own thing to this, and it really did just turn out to be accurate. We all were realistic about this, and it's cool to see everything come full circle as we get to here. Now, this information, for those of you that might be long-term viewers, you guys might read this title and go, well, Ryan, we talked about this before. Others who might be new to the channel, you might be new and you never seen this before. And to give you a quick little heads up, this is actually legit old news. This is not even new. They're saying that the PS5 CPU clock speed to be 3.2 gigahertz. Remember, we talked about that before in the channel. A lot of people were sitting there questioning, is that even possible to get that down, especially with the price? Remember, that was the thing. Another thing we talked about was it being 4 times more powerful than PS4. That's another thing. Now, this is what they're saying. It's more powerful than PS4, which, again, is a given. 4 times more powerful. To add more to that whole theory, or to add more to this article, which they're claiming is a rumor, they already came out and claimed that this is the biggest leap in terms of computing power. Keyword, computing power. They're not talking about GPU. They're talking about strictly computing power. So this is the biggest leap that we're going to get for a console. And with that being said, I mean, I think we can already say that that's pretty much true at this point, Not sure what Microsoft is going to be doing. I don't really want to just say stuff about Microsoft. I really wanted more confirmation, but one thing about Microsoft I think is good on them, if you think about it, is keeping tight-lipped on a lot of stuff. Remember, Microsoft's kind of nonchalant when they're talking about the Scarlet in terms of power advantage. They're not really saying they have it. They're just kind of saying we think we're going to have it. They're not really saying it. So keep in mind, right now it's a stalemate until we actually get the final units. But to move on to the actual article, and then I'll give you guys my thoughts on everything in a second, okay? Link is in the description like everything else, obviously. Let's see here. The PS5 SoC codenames Gonzalo, Oberon, and Prospero that have been around for a while are real, and this means that all the information that has floated across the internet until now could be almost entirely accurate. They continue. From past tests, we learned that the CPU clock speed should be 3.2 GHz and that the CPU itself should offer 8 cores and 16 threads. This leads to the belief that the console itself will be quite powerful, even in regards to the PC platform when it releases next year, and that there should not be any particular issue in running full-fledged backwards compatible games. There you go. They continue even further. They said on top of that, based on a leak by Tom Apasek, I wonder where we heard that name first, guys, but continuing. According to leaker Tom Apasek, a renowned PC gaming scene insider, we also get to know that the Gonzalo APU should be offering 4 times more power in comparison with the base PlayStation 4 model and performances higher than GTX 1080 GPU from NVIDIA. So all these information that have been deduced, So all these information that have been deduced from recent leaks that we didn't know as reliable, but now the Digital Foundry has discussed them and dubbed them somehow believable. It's good to bear them in mind while looking at what the next generation of consoles will be capable of doing. As PlayStation 5 releases in holiday 2020, we should learn more details about that around next year. And that's the end of the story. Now let's break this down and get back to where we were at. Now, when it comes to code names, one code name I've mostly been talking about, even though a lot of everybody else has been talking about it, like on RGT. The reason why I didn't really talk about the code names, there was only one really that I knew about, and that was Gonzalo, and that was the APU. But it turns out Prospero is actually the name of the dev kit, if I remember correctly, for PS5. So that's the name of Prospero. Oberon, I don't even know what Oberon was. That was a new one. That kind of just like fell on me, so I'll question, like, excuse me for my inaccuracy. I don't even know what the hell Oberon was. I just heard that one today. To go back here, the 16 threads and 8 cores, again, talked about the 3.2 gigahertz, talked about Tom Apasek. You guys remember that? A lot of people were sitting there going, there's no way this guy knows what he's talking about. All this stuff is not leaked. It's not right. We don't believe it. And then we talked about the performance test when they were testing this. This thing was on par with a Vega, the PlayStation 5. It was on par with an RX Vega. So this system's got some power behind it. It smoked the 1080. So Sony's doing some magic with the system, them and Mark Cerny, and all I can tell you right now, this expects some better games, expect some better worlds, expect more detail, expect more lighting, like I said before. Obviously, refinements in the graphics to games that already look stunning. You're going to get that with PlayStation 5. Performance is definitely going to play a key. It's just going to be up to the developer at this point, or odds are there might be an option to toggle this. I keep forgetting about this because we talked about this on RGT, but I get caught up because I hear the same thing so much on Twitter or on YouTube about ray tracing, and I kind of forget about the stuff that we did talk about the option, because that was supposedly an option to toggle this, supposedly, or it was the theory we were talking about, where you can toggle it off and you'll have the basically the option for performance. And if that's the case, best believe PS5 is definitely going to be a top seller regardless, even though it's already going to be a top seller at this point with the games that we got from PlayStation 4 and of course the more that we're going to get with PS5. So there's going to be tons of games to look out for, tons of, more than likely revivals of games that's going to come back too. I can definitely see that, and you're going to have even more bigger and better projects on PlayStation 5 in the coming future. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for you guys with this PlayStation 5 news. It has been an absolute treat to cover this for you guys. I know a lot of people don't necessarily like to hear news and specifications, but like I said before, I got bigger projects I'm working on. I'm going to be doing a lot of crazy stuff on this channel. I might even do music videos for certain games as tributes. You best believe I got a lot of ideas in this head for this channel, and I'm looking forward to it. All right, but until next time, this is pretty much it. I just want to say thank you guys again for your unbelievable support throughout all the years, and of course all the months of me just grinding with this news with the gang, with Foxy. Shout out to him, that's my brother. Shout out to Craig. Shout out to Carlos, everybody, Meds, you name it. Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's my family. And it's been a treat, man. So like always, it's been a treat to do this, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new here, I highly recommend you hit that subscribe button, because Fridays are always going to be lit on this channel when it comes to RGT for one, but also this channel is going to be quite quite, let's just say it's going to be in quite of a flux in terms of things dropping, and I cannot wait for that to happen. All right, but until next time, this is Big Cloud Gaming. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. This is more than likely going to be my last video for today. I do appreciate you guys again. Thank you so much. Much love, nothing but respect. Thank you. I will see you guys on the next upload, and yeah, y'all be blessed and y'all be easy. Until next time, this is Big Cloud Gaming, and I'm signing out. Later.